Welcome to Dinner Time with Keys.
What's going on, guys? Apparently we are live now, and StreamYard is being a little rebellious today. Didn't want to let me upload the intro videos and everything, so I just decided, we're gonna go ahead and start like this. We already got everybody in here. Of course, you guys know my two co-hosts, MrKeyIssues, BlackCrownComics, and obviously we got our special guest here with us today from YouPromisedMeComics. We got Sparks and Carolyn.
Hey everyone.
What's going on?
Well,
What's going on, guys? It's good to have you on the show for sure. And
Yeah,
thanks.
awesome. Thanks for hitting us up and seeing if we want to come on.
Oh, no problem. I mean, whenever I hit you up, I told you we watch you. We're definitely big fans. Whenever we talk about our FOC stuff, we always, try and give you the shout out for a much more comprehensive show, because you do the full FOC.
Yeah,
you pretty much cover everything.
I try to bring that different perspective to it, because everyone does these are I think the top hits. It's let's just make sure we didn't miss anything.
Right, and that's one of the big reasons why I like the show so much, is because exactly that. It helps me to not miss anything.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever we saw that you guys were making some changes over there to the channel, we thought it was just a great idea and a great time to have you guys on to talk about what you're doing over there and everything like that. So
yeah, thanks.
So how is everybody today? Keys, Black Crown, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing good, yo. I'm actually happy to have you guys here. I'm a big fan of those indie reviews, so for me, that's where I get my catch up too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yep. But I'm happy to have you guys here. I really dig the name. You Promised Me Comics. I think I know where it came from.
You do. If you think you do, you do.
Yep.
Minor theft.
Right.
I mean,
but it works though, and it's catchy.
I love it, yo. I love it.
We did get permission from everyone we needed to get permission from. So
there you go.
we are okay on that
did you need to get permission? Wow.
Oh yeah, that was one of the questions I
ask.
wanted to ask. Yeah.
Yeah, right. That makes sense.
We hit up Damien, because we'd had him on the channel. I've talked to him now and again on Instagram, and was like, hey, we're thinking about doing this. 1, can we do this? 2, you want to design the image? You want to do the logo?
No.
So I'll make that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. There it is.
Yeah.
I still just kind of stare at it every now and then and zoom in. I'm like, that's amazing.
Right?
Hold on. I'm not doing it. There we go.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, so he made that, and then as he's making these, let's ask Nathan from Behemoth if we can do this.
Sure.
And he was super on board. He's like, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
If this becomes a TV show or something down the line, we can do a after show on the channel.
Oh man, that's like Talking Dead right there.
Yeah, the Talking Dead.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Right? Yeah, exactly.
So
that's awesome.
we wanted to make sure it was like we're paying homage to the comic there with the name. So
Mm-hmm.
So just out of curiosity, like what prompted the change for you guys?
well, it wasn't really just my channel anymore.
Right.
So
It was mostly his decision, and I was like, listen, you did most of the work. I'm just here for fun.
yeah, but the content wasn't just my content anymore. So it was it was time. It's time to change it up.
Oh, definitely that makes sense. It's a collaborative effort, so you got the more collaborative name. I like it for sure.
So what I gather from this is you're already blaming Caroline.
No.
Right?
It's a fallback.
No, it was 100%. She didn't say hey, we need to change the name.
Yeah.
It's not your channel only anymore. It was me just being like, hey, I want to change the name. I don't know what we want to call it yet,
Do you
but
want to be included? And I was like, okay.
Well, I'm excited, guys. It was a very cool launch. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys bring forth too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, we're excited about the whole change with all of that, and content wise, so far probably we're still on kind of a similar similar content.
Still mostly indies.
Yeah.
Except for my love of Static Shock will forever live on.
Well, I know you got somebody on our panel that would definitely be in agreement with you on that. Yeah, Keys is a huge fan.
Big time.
Tell me you watched it growing up. Oh, that show.
Of
Oh.
course.
I started
And the
rewatching it
Justice League
recently, and I'm just
episode.
like, it's just as good. It's a 2000 show, but it's just as good.
Yeah, it really was. But yeah, it was a great cartoon. I loved it when it was on too. I'm probably not as much as you guys, but I was definitely a fan.
I was under a rock during all of that
Oh,
and missed it apparently, but I started watching it. Started watching it now.
Good enough to pull into
so
what was that, Batman Beyond, or
Yeah, no, it goes into the
Yeah.
Batman animated
Yeah.
series. He becomes a part of the
Yeah.
animated universe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Harley Quinn shows up in it.
yeah. I was flipping through and I saw that Harley Quinn was in. I was like, what? I thought this was his own universe, but that's so cool that integrated after that.
yeah,
I wonder if we're going to see eventually, with the comics, get some integration there. Bring them in.
I'm
hoping
I'm
so.
kind of curious what they're going to do this time around with that too.
Yeah.
DC's making some moves.
I don't care what they do as long as they just keep making it.
That's it.
Yeah, I was actually hoping that they were somehow going to just sort of launch them into the DC universe from Go, but
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. Gotta get them their pocket universe, and then some crossover is going to happen.
Crossover
And then
events,
worlds are
man.
gonna-
You gotta sell them.
Right,
and I'll be
right.
there. We'll
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah, so
Are
you
we
guys
gonna buy
mentioned-
them? Yes, we are.
Of course.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys mentioned that you do a lot of indie stuff over there in your channel, and of course, indie has grown in popularity. I think exponentially.
Yep.
Especially real recently.
Yeah.
What do you guys think has contributed to that? Like, what are some of your favorite series that you guys are reading?
Oh God, all of
You
them.
Okay, so we're going top 3 or top 5?
Ooh,
Just random 5. Don't no top.
Random
Random 5.
five.
just
Go for
random.
it.
Okay, yeah, I was like,
Random
top is hard.
Let's structure it.
I mean, like Something is Killing the Children was one that was recommended to me as soon as I got in. Umbrella Academy, first one I read. Saga, amazing. Wicked and Divine, amazing. Oh God, I don't know. I need another one. Wind
Only
is pretty
when they're dead.
great for being
Yo,
like
Wind
a
is
young-
awesome. I love Wind.
It is
Yeah.
officially Boom now too. It's no longer Boombox or anything like that. It is Boom Studios. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Read
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Yeah, they took that. Oof, they took that place.
There's something for everyone in indies, and like I
Yeah.
just got into them during the pandemic, and that's what I went to. I was like, I don't have the time to read all of this back history. Like, give me something I can just get into.
Yeah. Very true.
Yeah. All right, Sparks. Sparks, what are some of your favorite series?
I mean, you guys know I love Something's Killing the Children. That's always
Right
up
there, man.
Always
Man.
a good one.
There's so many. Like I've been trying out too many series right now, but
Yeah,
there's rarely a book that I come across that I'm absolutely like, this sucked. So that's a problem for me. There's some that I'm like, yeah, this is okay.
Name a few.
But there's everything out there like that hits some of the horror stuff. We got Basilisk coming out now that's got that vibe to it. I mean, You Promised Me Darkness has that vibe too, but then like she said, Wind is up there in one of my all-time favorites because it's so different. It's got the fantasy vibe to it too. You got sci-fi space with We Only Find Them When They're Dead.
I'm like fingers crossed that Clans of Bellari is going to be like what I want it to be, because I need a really extensive sci-fi book in my life.
Yeah.
Have you read the first issue yet?
Mm-hmm. I liked it.
Yeah,
I've heard
it was-
comments about pacing issues, understandably so, but I'm here for it.
It felt like a lot of setup, but it looks like it can be really interesting. So
But like that's the complaint for every issue one for indies. It's a lot of setup. Well, no shit. It's a new universe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
That's
Yeah,
what I love
it
about indies.
is pretty
Immerse
integrated.
yourself in the world, have a good time, and then build some plot.
100%.
You know what?
I kind of feel like that was
that-
like, did you guys get to read Decorum?
He's reading it now.
So actually, I haven't put it away yet, so I got a stack of Decorum here with
Jesus.
a lot of different covers. Wait, hold on, that's not all Decorum. There's some other shit in there.
Boom!
Takes out 2 books. Now there's all the
Sorry, that's Decorum.
Oh,
That was like a live sale got most of that.
You guys, hold on, guys. I guarantee you that's Sparks' collection of just issue number 1, every variant.
Okay, issue number 1.
I don't think they did that many variants.
There's only 2 for issue number 1 that I got. So
Yeah, I was gonna say I think they only did like 2.
but yeah, so that one I read issue number 1. I was like, oh God, man, I'm gonna regret picking up all of these. And I got to issue number 2, and I was like, all right, this is going places now. Issue 3, I was like, I'm into this. 4, 5, 6, 7, I was like, yep, this is awesome. But I see the problem with it. It seems like it's coming out quarterly, so I just caught up on everything. And the next issue is not till like August, September. I don't remember when.
wow.
Like,
Yeah, well, I think one of the bigger problems that it's going to run into. So whenever they originally started doing it, I guess it was for 12 issues, and apparently it got cut down to 8. So like the next issue is like the last. So it's going to be. It seems like it's going to be a very rushed ending.
Really?
all right.
Yeah, I haven't heard about it getting extended again, but I know they cut it to 8 at one point, and I was like, well, shit.
Yeah. So I was looking at the issues.
We're like there.
6 says December, 7 says March. So March was when the last issue came out.
Wow.
Yeah, it's insane.
So everyone reading it's probably like, I don't remember what was going on in this book now.
Right?
Which it's a complicated, but it's Hickman. It's a complicated book. You gotta have that read through all together. So I think it's once it comes out in like a trade collected edition, that's gonna be the time to read it.
And that's one of the things. It feels like with a lot of the indie sci-fi stuff, unless it's something that is somehow immediately able to just grab an audience and just somehow hold them, because it takes so long to set up anything really good sci-fi.
Well, sci-fi has so many rules that they have to like establish and be like, okay, this is our world. This is physics. It's weird.
I mean, at least Clans of Bellari's like, here are our rules. They put that into the
rules.
Start the book with the rules.
It sets the rules right into the whole premise of the story, so it's kind of nice for that.
Yeah, that gives it a leg up, I guess.
It is what I want it to be.
All right,
It seems like it's got potential. Gonna pick up a couple more issues and see where it goes with it. Keys, BlackCrown, either of you, have you guys read that at all?
No, I haven't read a single issue yet. But now that Sparks is like really pumping it, I am gonna wait for the trade paperback. I'll straight read it. But if like now that I know it comes out quarterly, like no. But we're at the end.
Trade's probably still like over a year away.
That's wild. I didn't even know that. I thought like
I don't know if that was originally what was going on.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird what happened with that. Like, I know COVID played a part in it, but yeah.
Oh, what? Okay, so I see March, June, July. So it wasn't going quarterly originally. August, it was going pretty. I mean, other than the first to the second, it was going pretty monthly.
Yeah, it seems like it just
ended
up catching a real weird release schedule with COVID and everything.
Probably the X-Men stuff Hickman was doing too.
Yeah, he was getting pretty involved in that. So
that'll do it.
Yeah,
guys,
did you read the X-Men stuff?
It's a rabbit hole I have yet to go down.
It's definitely different. It's a different.
I enjoy the movies, so I'm sure I would much more enjoy the comics. But I know if I start it, I will never stop it, and that's a lot to get into and read.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty huge.
Guys, the live chat is really getting me in the mood for a beer. I don't know what's going on, but I really want one right now.
Right? I see that.
Sith's in the chat, so he's talking about beer.
We got bad influence.
Gotta get that local brew.
We gotta get Sith's.
QER. I'm from the South, and I don't even drink that trash.
This is probably about the only one that does drink it anymore.
It's not good.
He's got his 24 pack sitting on the side.
Sorry, I was caught up reading the comments and chat. Yeah,
They're popping off.
Yeah,
right. It's definitely a very we're drinking early today.
It's 7, man.
Yeah.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
But yeah, so you guys have what all shows do you guys put out over there exactly? What are your different features that you have or whatever?
So the blah.
He does the FOC.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. FOC.
Right, FOC.
FOC every Sunday. When we're on a decent schedule, we're doing like an interview every week, and then we kind of take a week off of interviews, and we do like our just us talking about indie comics show.
What we call the indie comics talk.
Yep.
So creative.
So creative.
Good work, though.
Yeah.
Gets to the point.
Remember?
That's what you're getting.
And then recently we started doing kind of our top 5 reads from the week.
Mm-hmm.
We just dropped that this morning for this last week. So sometimes it takes a couple days to catch up on all the reading.
Sometimes I work a really ridiculous schedule and can't read books for a while.
That was actually a question I wanted to ask you because I see your reviews. I'm like, man, he must be reading nonstop. Everywhere he goes, he's in the metro, he's on the subway, he's in traffic, he's reading grocery store.
I mean, when I get home from work, I'm sometimes just sitting reading for a while.
Yeah.
I'd rather do that than, I don't know, watch TV or something like that.
For sure. It's such a nice disconnect for a couple minutes. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Well, I'll throw on like a Spotify playlist and just like read for a bit, decompress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's skill, like music and reading.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh.
No, like
No words.
just music. No words, like just music. Like I literally have like there's like reading playlists and stuff, like a studying playlist.
Okay.
Nice.
Because I was like,
just calm sounds that aren't gonna distract me.
Yeah. If I had
ADD, ADHD.
No, I can't pay attention to anything.
Yeah.
I hear a beat and I'll just start nodding.
Yeah.
so you got calming sounds, and while I'm reading, I got my kids screaming. So polar opposite right here.
Yeah.
Calming sounds, right?
Yeah, I've got a cat. That's about it. She does that most of the day.
It just proves you can read comics in any environment.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I'll be reading and I'll look up and my cat's doing something. I'm like, well, all right, gonna pause reading for a second. He's still a kitten though, so he's wild.
Oh.
She's old.
Yeah.
So you guys had several interviews over there on your channel. What are some memorable guests, some moments that stick out in you guys' mind that from the interviews that you've done?
I mean, Ross Ritchie was pretty shocking that happened. Still cannot believe he was like, yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, and we had way fewer subscribers, people watching at that point. I mean, that was probably our most attended live show, just because of who the guest was. But still, I guess from just interaction on Instagram, he saw, we were posting a lot of boom stuff, and we like the books, so he wants to talk to the people that like his books. So that's still like, how did we get him on the channel?
Yeah, that actually happened.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And he's been very interactive with the comic book community and
big
yeah.
And he's really easy to talk to. Like that was one of our first interviews, and it was so smooth. Like it wasn't nerve-wracking, shockingly at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been privileged enough to actually have a few conversations with him in DMs about a couple different things and everything like that. And he's a really easy guy to talk to, very informative, very approachable. So definitely seems like he's one of the ones that care about the hobby and the industry as a whole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he actually reads comic books, or used to, I should say. Probably doesn't have much time to read them anymore.
Yeah.
He
gets to read his own, maybe. Hopefully.
Now he just approves them.
Yeah. Go through the approval process. All right, good to go.
Got to imagine the stack of comics that he's probably sitting on at home.
His to read pile is the biggest to read pile.
Right. I thought mine was bad.
Yeah, no,
This is an entire mail room.
oh my god.
Yeah, seriously.
Probably like the wildest, but like I think all of them is just like it's so cool just being able to talk with the people that create the comics that we love.
Yeah.
Like we're both real big fans of Witchblood, so we had
Yeah,
Matthew and Lisa on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your audio, you were talking, but there was no audio coming across, Caroline.
Oh no. Am I back?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know, like the
StreamYard.
audio and video were not syncing up for me.
Oh no. Internet.
You're good now, I think.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
we hear you.
It might just be me. I don't know.
So, like StreamYard's been fighting all day. I've been having issues messing around with it, so you know.
Yeah. But yeah, they were super fun to talk to, super chill. I almost messed that interview up because I thought I was in a different time zone.
Oh, no.
So I went to
Forever gonna give you shit
con
about
in Pensacola, Florida. Thought that put me into the Eastern time zone, even though I've done that drive a million times. Thanks, Louie. I should have known I was still in Central Time. I screwed that up. But they were like, "Yeah, sure. Well, let's reschedule for Sunday." I was like,
Oh,
"All right."
You caught a good break there, man.
Yeah.
We got real lucky. They were like, yeah,
They were
whatever,
super
it's
chill.
fine.
So
Like,
you drove or
Yeah, I drove over from New Orleans to Pensacola.
nice?
Or rather, I should say I hopped in a car with Nola Comics and he drove.
There you go.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, it was not that bad, like 3.5 hours away. First con back to everything. I was back in May too.
Nice.
Hey,
So that was cool.
Yeah, I think a drive from here to Pensacola is like 24 hours.
Yeah.
I would have missed that in any time zone.
Yeah.
So my family is from Florida, and we used to make that drive from Virginia, and it's like a 14-hour drive. And when I lived in Rhode Island, we would also make that drive.
Nice.
no,
Yeah,
that's too long.
That's too
Now
long.
I fly.
Yeah,
I'm over road trips. I fly everywhere now.
that's a plane trip. That's a plane trip.
I flew
Like a
last time I
mini
went to
copter
Florida. I was like, no.
Yeah.
So with cons coming back, are you guys getting into the convention scene and checking that out?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we're going to
Baltimore.
be at Baltimore. Mm-hmm. That's in
Oh, okay.
October. That's my birthday weekend.
Nice.
Okay.
So we're doing that, and we're doing that with our whole
squad.
squad, our little D&D squad that we play with. And then
Yeah, it sounded like Baltimore's shaping up to be pretty big this year. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then we may be going to DC AwesomeCon in August.
Yeah. I
Depends
just
on
saw
work.
their press passes opened up too, so we gotta apply to that and see. Aiming for trying to do like press pass coverage, so ticket would be covered and cover the con with video footage and interviews and reviews and all that stuff. Just got to get there. Yeah.
Sounds like I may run into you guys at a couple local cons here, possibly.
Nice.
And if things go really well, might have a in for New York.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there you go. That's the big one right there.
Yeah.
It's my mom's birthday.
Yeah.
Oh.
We both got an
can't go.
invitation.
That sucks for your mom.
Sorry.
Mom might have to have her birthday next weekend.
I apparently already committed to visiting family like a few months ago, and I was like, I don't remember this conversation.
I'm gonna live vicariously through all your posts, all your videos, your photos, because it looks like we only have one con this year in Canada, and I think it's gonna be Calgary in September.
The
So
border just opened or is opening.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
if that's the case, I just might cross.
Yeah, let's say how's that going? We're gonna actually see you. Are you gonna not say hi?
It's funny that,
He's just gonna be pixelated in person.
Yeah, it's actually this is a conversation that I've had to have, just like in discussion with my girlfriend, whenever we're gonna go to cons and everything, like how we're gonna do it. And yeah, I mean, I used to just go to the cons and everything like that, but yeah, I think now I'm gonna be going with the masks on or whatever. So.
Yo, even if you're not wearing a mask, we still don't know who you are, so you're good.
Well, no, I know, but get to deep dive into the whole thing. So
yeah, no, I feel you.
Stay in character.
Yeah, exactly.
When's the New York one? Do you guys know the date?
The first
October 7th.
in October,
because it's my mom's birthday.
Let's see, that is October 7th through the 10th.
I heard that
weekend. Yeah,
I'm slightly mad about it. I'm like, why does my whole family, except for my brother, have to have birthdays in October? Why?
Guys, I'll be honest with you. My firstborn's birthday is October, and we have baby number 2 that is due October 14. So if he comes a week early, I can't make it to New York.
Oh no, she's gonna have to wait till next week. Let her wait till next week.
Yep.
Listen, my dad has the best
labor
birthday.
today.
Halloween.
Halloween's a good birthday.
It is so good. I'm like, that's amazing.
Yeah, you want to wait till the end of October.
Yeah, man.
Just don't eat any spicy food. Well, you can.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or start doing that a couple weeks. No, that wouldn't work. You would have to time that out really well.
Yeah.
Too risky.
might cause it too early.
Yeah, right. Too much risk. But yeah, so you guys have had numerous interviews and everything like that, and you've got the indie show going on, the FOC show. What plans do you have for the future? I know you said you want to get some more interviews set up. Any thoughts on who you'd like to see come by? Like your dream lineup or whatever?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, you can probably guess our dream.
I mean, I
writer.
have one off the top of my head. Yeah. Like, I would die if I ever got to interview Kieran Gillen. Like, I would lose my mind. Afra, Wicked and Divine. Yeah, Tynan would be outrageous.
Tynan. Which who is it? Is it Comics Kings? Is it?
Yes, someone is interviewing.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I think it's him because he went to a signing.
Listen, I need to move to Baltimore because apparently he's local up there.
Yeah,
oh, really?
He better be at Baltimore Comic-Con.
Really?
I don't think he's on the list yet, but that then he's
Baltimore, Annapolis, somewhere up there because Third Eye had him.
Yeah, I would imagine if he's local like that, he would probably be at Baltimore, unless he's already committed to be somewhere else.
Yeah, that would be kind of the dream one there for me, and well, I feel like that's also on your dream list.
Yeah,
and I mean, Kieran Gillen would be cool too.
Just outrageous! I would lose my mind. Brian K. Vaughan was another one, like just phenomenal writer. Like I've loved everything I've read by him.
Just want to be like, when are you gonna finish Saga?
Yeah. That's the only question I have until he answers it. Okay, next question. When does the next issue of Saga come out?
Yeah, that is the entire interview.
Same thing with George R.R. Martin. When does the next book come out?
It's been coming out for the last 13 years, right? Something like that.
Yep.
It's wild.
Yeah. But we have also been talking with the writer for Beck Star, Joe Carollo. Once Caroline gets access to catch up. Pre-orders are slow at coming in, but once she catches up, we're gonna talk with him again. He was in not the last Indie Comics talk, but the one before that. I think he was just in the chat. And we're talking about Beck Star, and I'm like, wait, hold on. I did a double take.
We know that.
I was like, I pull up Beck Star. I'm looking. I'm like, yep, that's the writer. That matches up.
No.
So
That's
we
awesome.
That shockingly happens a lot too.
Right.
we have summoned writers into the chat or artists because Trish Forstner's been in the chat too.
Hey,
Which we've talked with Trish and Tony. That was like before issue 3, before things
Yeah.
hit the fan in that book.
Before they broke our hearts.
Yeah,
Yeah. Issue 3. Yeah.
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 But it's just
Well,
wild.
you
Just
know.
people pop in, they hear their name, and they're like, "Hey!"
You said me?
They're just lurking. I'm like, "What?"
How did you find us?
That's
Right.
wild.
Who told you?
Because I don't even think that was in the thumbnail. I didn't tag them when we were doing the, saying we were going to do the thing. Just,
Yeah.
I don't know, going through YouTube, organically found it.
I know they've got that little there's a Facebook group, and there's quite a few people involved in that group. Like there's a lot of
Yeah, it's wild.
members. Yep. And they're very active in there. So
Mhm.
Yeah,
you
definitely.
got both
Yeah,
Trish
there's
and
still
Tony
slot in there.
posting. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
That group's gone and exploded recently.
Yeah.
maybe
I
someone
don't
said
think
something.
I did.
Well, them. I know Trish is subscribed to the channel because she regularly like pops back in randomly,
Awesome.
like just watching. Since we've had her and Tony on the channel,
Yeah, and they were both
Like-
wonderful people to talk to as well.
yeah.
Not nearly as dark as their book makes them seem.
Nah. I mean, when their usual books are My Little Pony stuff, like that's kind
Right.
of
Yeah.
the story of how Tony kind of approached Trish and was like, "Hey, I want to do this book," and she was just like, "Oh, you want to do that?"
Okay.
Completely
Hey,
off.
it seems
usual.
like it's worked. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I
I
love-
think Stray Dogs has done all right.
I mean, it's already optioned. It's already like in the works to get made into an animated movie. So
Yeah.
Right.
it's
So actually,
happening.
it's funny that we're talking about this because I was going to do this a little bit differently, but since we're talking about it, and you guys have mentioned Tony and Trish, and specifically the
Don't do it,
the
face.
Facebook
Don't
group,
do it, face.
Oh God.
we've actually been, me and the guys have been talking about putting together a little bit of a Stray Dogs art contest that we're gonna have to have some people, just get some people, to do some art for Stray Dogs and everything like that. And there's gonna be prizes involved. I'm sending some books off to Tony and Trish to get signed that are gonna be part of the prizes and everything that we're doing
Oh,
for
wow.
it. So,
Oh, nice.
there's gonna be more details to come later, but yeah, that's something to
A little
look out
sneak
for.
preview.
Yep.
Nice.
Sure.
I gotta level up from my stick figures, dude. Because like,
Listen. I can color so well. I can color between the lines so well.
yep,
I can't draw for shit.
same.
I do stick figures with like hats on them. My biggest accomplishment was a really nice straight line sombrero.
I swear to God, I gave my kid a crayon for like the first time a couple weeks ago, and when he was done, I looked at him. I'm like, "Yo, you're making me look terrible. Like, what the hell?"
Oh no, sis, no.
I'm good with coloring.
Well,
I cannot draw a concept. Save my life.
You gotta leave it to Sith.
Oh, and Moonlit saying that he won't be at Baltimore.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in New York.
yeah,
They're from New
okay,
York.
so they're gonna be at New York.
Wow.
So.
They were just in town then for some reason.
So, Face, is this an official announcement that we're gonna have this contest for the drawings on Stray Dogs?
Yeah, I mean, might as well be. So then it's a little pressure on us to actually put it together.
There you go. There you go.
That's the way to do it. Announce things so you have to do them.
Right,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
That seems to be how we do them on this channel. These guys never know what's going on. I just kind of throw shit out there, and then we're like, okay, let's get this together.
But
Manifest it.
in about 2 weeks' time, come back to the page and look
Well,
for
don't put
episode
time
9. Look for episode 9. You might not find it.
There's just like a really long, like
episode.
static moment, and then it's like, all right, and we're back.
Yep.
Not sure what happened. StreamYard wasn't working.
We all just simultaneously lost the internet.
Like you get that like the classic like TV like the color panel thing pop up, like.
Oh,
right, yeah,
I
exactly.
hear that.
Please stand by while we fix these technical difficulties. What happened? What?
You gotta love this one from Chris
Oh,
Lordley. I don't know if you guys are catching a reference. They did on a segment on
Yeah.
Spine about Space Bastards and the Beanbag Cat.
Yeah,
the
I
Space
think
Bastards dudes are really awesome too. We got to meet them, and that was so much fun. Genuinely wonderful, like chat to have.
yeah,
Those guys are great.
They're a
And
great
man,
time.
that comic is awesome.
oh yeah,
Mhm.
it's phenomenal. It's it's the best action book out there right now, I think. But yeah, that one happened. That interview happened because Joe saw. Actually, it was on my birthday. We were me, Caroline, Travel and Root Bear, and Lewis were just kind of hanging out on the live stream talking. And we were talking about what we picked up, and we all picked up Space Bastards, and we're holding it up at the same time. And Joe left a comment on that
shows up in
video.
the chat.
Yeah, Joe's like, "Oh my god." But he dropped the comment. I think I did a Space Bastards 1 review like a while back, and he had commented on that. Then I think I sent him a or like a comment back on it, and he never responded. But I was like, hey, if you ever want to like come on the channel, but I don't think he's not quite sometimes like paying attention to the comments on YouTube and stuff. But
yeah,
he stepped up their Instagram posting game recently.
Yeah, they've definitely been posting more on Instagram.
I was just gonna say, I see they're quite interactive with everyone on social media.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's one of the best things I think that's going on with comics and the hobby and everything like that, and like the rise in seeing comic discussion on YouTube and everything like that is there's a lot more creators that are very interactive and very approachable and everything like that, and it's nice to get to talk to some of these guys and get their thoughts and see where they're coming from.
Yep.
Yeah, I've actually had the chance to have a few chats with the artist for Wind, just like saying like, "Hey, I really like your book."
Oh, nice.
Just chatting with him about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the art in
We
Wind.
gotta get him on the channel.
Just message him. Just say, "Hey, I love your art."
I mean, you can. You've already been talking to him. Yeah, no, that would be pretty cool. We've had artists on, but we've had them on usually with like their writing partner for the book.
Right.
So I don't think we've ever done a just artist
I don't think so either.
interview. So that'd be pretty cool. Although I mean, he's always welcome to invite James Tynan with him.
I mean, yeah, totally okay
Right.
with that too.
Totally okay with that. But also, if it's between him getting a break to sleep and breathe and maybe get some food and
Take a
going on an
nap.
interview with us, I want that man to get his rest.
No, I
because
want the
he's
interview.
writing so much.
He's writing. Yeah, he is writing so much.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, the signings that he does, like,
Yeah.
it's incredible. That guy has to be constantly working.
I genuinely want to know, like, is he just planning on ending all of his stuff at the same time so he can have like a year off?
Yo, don't say
Right?
that.
Like, how would you take
Yeah.
a vacation under those conditions?
Yo, I think he's got like actively over 10 series going. Like,
Yeah, and he's got more coming. He literally just sent out an email saying like, "Here's all my upcoming stuff, guys."
I wonder
Yeah.
how many
Yeah.
he's got already pre-planned, like for the next 2 years. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's the thing is he could have written a lot of stuff out already
yeah.
that like it's waiting on the artist, right?
Mhm.
So his part's mostly done. There's some back and forth with the writer and the artist to kind of make things fit
Yep.
their image together, but he
Right.
could have a lot of his writing stuff done, and that might give him a little bit of a break in there.
Yeah, for sure. Comic Aussie, I'm actually gonna check that out. That looks. I didn't even know there was a. Is there like a video or something? Let us know.
I don't know if I've even come across that.
But yeah, I don't know about this either.
Yeah, I think
But
that's
there are,
that
There are
Please.
little whispers going around in the world that Wind is
Yep.
in talks to be turned into a Nickelodeon
Mhm.
show.
Nickelodeon. Whoa. Okay, I didn't know that.
Because it was technically a kid's book when it first. Okay, all audiences book. All audiences.
Oh,
All
it was definitely cool.
audiences.
Right.
Honestly, I feel like every time
It's a great book. It's phenomenal, even if it is a kid's book.
I love the Boombox books.
No, it was absolutely.
We had little whisperings going on.
I'm Nickelodeon. That'd be an interesting choice to see it show up on. I would have pegged it more for like an animated feature or something like that. But yeah, Nickelodeon, I could see that working out.
I would get also behind the Adventure Time, like creators getting on that.
That would be a good fit.
That would be really interesting.
I mean, maybe it would be less musical than Adventure Time, but still a good fit. I think animation style and all.
Yeah.
Looks like he wrote some of it in his youth. That's what Kamikaze saying.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can see that.
So he's just been like creative for longer in his life than any of us will ever be.
Yeah.
Cool.
Pretty much.
He's got a lot of motivation. So
yeah.
Well,
I mean, we're creative in our own ways. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, we get to talk about the stuff that he's doing. So
yeah, we get to talk about his creativity.
Yeah, I'm just stalking his books. That's all I do.
Yeah. He writes a good book.
So, do you guys? I'm just curious. How you guys approach collecting? Do you collect more just for like your own personal collection? Do you do it as part of like a bit of a business venture? You know, do you treat it like a hobby, like sports cards, where you're trading and everything constantly? You know, what's your approach to collecting?
Mostly for me, it's very rare that I will buy more than one copy of a book, but I mean, I will sell stuff eventually and be like, okay, well, like, I want to sell this to buy something else, you know, let the hobby fund the hobby. But I don't like go out and buy tons of books to then sell them or anything like that. Like, I'm just buying them for me to read and for me to tell people to read.
Yeah.
And like, I actually have a friend that I do who's local that we trades with each other, and we're like, okay, now read this one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay. I'm the same. Like if I buy extra, it's not really to flip or anything. It's more to show I really think this series is awesome. And so I'll buy extra, kind of as support to the creators. And then like half of that stuff ends up in giveaways for the channel now. So you know, there's a way to turn that around, you know, and do something good with it. But yeah, I'll hold on to some longer, and if down the line they happen to become something cool, if not, I'm happy that I bought, you know, to support the series. So I've had some things like randomly that have, you know, shot up in value. I'm like, I have to sell this. Like it's like almost like, I don't know why the market has decided this is worth this much, but you know,
don't even say
I didn't intend on selling this, but I could use the money to buy, you know, more books, to read more things. So that's where that ends up. My selling comes from like that kind of thing happening.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always some, you know, some. Trying to think of how I guess the best way to say it is, you know, there's got to be some value in having some sort of a stockpile to be able to turn around and you know, put back into your hobby one way or another, whether you're trading them or, you know, using eBay.
I mean, that's not to say there aren't books that I do stockpile. I've got like 4 Vader 3s. You know, I've got there's books that I have a lot of, but I have them for reasons.
Yep.
I mean,
right.
And that's
for me to look at. There's one here, there's one there, there's one there, and there's one getting graded.
Yeah. I mean, and there's some like like I said, it's the ones that I love the most that I end up buying extras of. If something happens, cool. If not, I'm happy that I got to, you know, read the series, support it. There's some that like anytime I come across like Seven Secrets, if I come across it for cover price,
Take it. Yeah, man.
oh, see, I didn't even see that there. Look at that.
You got it already.
Yeah, so
This is another huge fan.
I just bought a copy of
yes.
Seven Secrets 1 for $2.50 last night. So
Nice.
$2.50.
Nice.
It was in their $5 section last night, the new Spec Outlaws, and they were doubling up, so it was 2 books for $5.
Yeah. And shout out to them. They are like the homiest homies. They're the greatest dudes.
Yeah, they're on Instagram, and I get a lot of like the Decorum, the books that I bought there. I got each of those for like $2.50 to catch up.
Nice.
So they just had like a ton of them, 2 of them together. I don't even know. I was like, that's how I ended up with like, I don't even know how many
All the
different
Decorum.
variants of them, but it was $2.50. I was like, I want to read this. You guys are putting them all up. Cool.
Done.
Right?
Yeah.
No doubt.
I was the only one claiming them too. I was like, all right, no competition.
It's gonna become animated. There's no way they're not making that into something. Movie,
Yeah,
TV show. It's too good.
Yeah, you would think so.
As long as every episode doesn't come out every, quarter.
Right.
Yo,
So Sparks, you mentioned Seven Secrets. So I got to ask you, have you been reading the current run of Nightwing? I know it's not indie, but
Ooh.
I was just wondering if maybe you
funny
jumped
is
on it because of-
Just last night on Team Nerd Herd, they were talking about Nightwing, and they're like, and Ian was like, "You should read it, Sparks. You would enjoy it."
I've only heard good things about it.
Tom Taylor though. I mean, that right there.
Exactly. And I mean, obviously, that's the big point. I think behind them giving you that recommendation.
Mhm.
But it's funny because the reason I asked you about that was when you mentioned Seven Secrets and you're picking them up for $2.50 an issue and everything like that. But Nightwing, the current run of Nightwing that he's on, is going for like $20 an issue.
Yeah,
It
people are sleeping on Seven Secrets.
right, exactly.
Good.
oh,
So
yeah.
much so, exactly.
It's so
I
good.
think
I
he
mean,
agrees.
the
I
last
just
issue.
convinced one of my friends to read it too. I was like, why aren't you? And he was like, oh no.
But yeah, no, I probably, I'm not gonna pick up every issue. It's gonna be hard to pick up the issues of Tom Taylor's run, but I'll probably pick that up in a trade after all the recommendations I've gotten about it.
Yeah.
I know very little about Nightwing. I'm not super DC heavy. I read Batman because James Tynion writes it.
Right.
I'm reading
So,
Static Shock because she recommended it.
Because it's the best thing ever. Yes.
I'm reading Nice House on the Lake because that's not really DC. And that's
Listen, I will tell the world about Static until that movie gets
Yeah.
made, and then I'm going to start shoving that in people's faces.
I like this one. She stays.
Listen, Michael B. Jordan is a part of it, okay?
Oh.
It's going to be
Oh my
perfect.
Yeah, it should be a pretty good movie whenever they finally do make it.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
They're
sure.
really into it at this point.
Electrifying. Come on now.
I mean,
I just want to see him throw the sewer top and fly on it again.
Yo, the saucer. The static saucer.
Yes! I love that thing. It's so cool. It's just like, whoom, throw.
Hey.
and it's a low risk property for DC to put out there too.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it is DC, but it's sort of like one of those things where even if it was, it's almost distant enough that even if it wasn't like great for whatever reason,
Hey.
it wouldn't really hurt them.
I think it's one of those
Look,
things
it can't be worse than the
regardless
shit
of
they've
how
made
it is,
recently anyway,
the people that love it are just going to love it. And we're going to be like, it doesn't matter. It's ours. It's Static. We love it.
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And like I said, it can't be worse than most of the stuff that they're putting out recently
Exactly.
anyway.
Listen,
So
nothing can be worse than the Fantastic Four movie that got put out, okay?
Well, I mean, the way
which
they
one?
did it in
Which one?
Origin.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, the way they did it in Origin and the comics this time, if they bring that in, it's also bring some topical stuff into it,
Yes. That was
Yeah.
Milestone Returns.
Mhm.
Infinite Edition.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I read Static Shock 1 first, and then she's like, "You need to read Milestone Returns."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, come on!"
Yeah, it's like you need some backstory, my dude.
I missed it all. All right, and I went back and
Yeah.
read it. And I was like, "Yep, all right, things are making more sense." I know what's
I'm
going
really
on
happy.
here.
So I don't know if you've noticed
I did the
this,
same
but
thing.
the villain from the first issue is actually the villain that is the first villain in the TV show, and it made me really happy.
From Volume 1. Yeah, he's awesome. I love him. Hot Streaks fire.
I don't
See what
actually
you did there,
remember.
man.
Yeah, I actually don't remember the first series of Static Shock. Was he in that?
Hot Streak.
I've not actually read I have a copy. I'm not gonna open it and touch it and read it.
They literally start almost the exact same way, except instead of a protest, it's a gang war that gives them the big bang, that initiates the big bang. Other than that, it's like
Babies.
very, very similar. So I like
Got
this retcon. It's like reintroducing it for people to like if they haven't had a chance to jump on Volume 1. Now they do. New 52
It's
is
the
also pretty cool too.
same flavors as the original.
Yeah. I just love the art of this one. It's just like, oh my god, so good. Oh man, my mic. Okay.
I picked up the new series of Static, and I have the old series that I've read years ago. It's been so long since I read it, but yeah, the only exposure that I've had to Static in the meantime has been through the TV show, the animated series and everything like that, and it's such a great DC character that they just left sitting on the shelf for the most part for years.
Yeah,
and it's nice to see them bringing them back finally. So
I've always talked about that, like that show and that character, and people are always like, "Who are you talking about?" And I'm like, "You're gonna learn one day, someday. You're gonna bring him back, and everybody's gonna be like, 'Oh my god, Static!'"
And now it's happening.
And now it's happening, and I'm so excited.
And this time it'll probably be a movie rather than a cartoon.
I would take a TV show as long as it's well made.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Give me any Static. Give me all Static. I do not care.
So you think? What do you guys think? Are we more likely to see, like the younger, like I guess teenage version of Static in the movies, or like a more adult version with like someone?
If they do it right, they'll start him in high school.
Yeah, I think they'll stick to that just because they brought the comic back with that.
Because if you look at it the way that it so the TV show happens, and then you have the Static Shock New 52 series, and that follows him post TV show, so through college. But almost all of it starts with him in high school, and that's like how they develop his character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good to know.
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
Now you know.
Plus, a younger actor means we get more movies, means we get more years with them.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
If they ever, do something right with DC properties.
You said it. You said it.
Michael B. Jordan is a part of it. I have faith.
I would like to.
Going for it.
I have a little bit of faith.
Whenever they announced the Superman movie that Michael B. Jordan was potentially going to be involved in, like at first I had a lot of faith in that because I was like, all right, cool, we're going to get Kal-El or we're going to get Val Zod.
Nope.
And now it's like, no, we're just gonna he's just gonna be Superman, but
we're not taking any of the characters that actually exist.
Yeah. When you have these characters that are already out there, have such a good backstory.
Well, it's like we've heard this Superman story a million times. Like, a whole new story to tell. Like, people are going to be interested in that.
It's the same reason that they didn't do a Spider-Man origin story for Tom Holland. They were like, y'all, no.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you have several options.
Yeah. Right.
Just go watch something
We don't
else.
need to do this again. Like
you've seen it now. You know he's dead. It's fine.
But I just want one thing with Spider-Man. I just want them to say that one line, guys. With great power, man. That's all I want.
A quick flash.
Well, we didn't get it from Tony, and therefore I don't want it.
Yeah, true. Very true.
I mean, I feel a type of way about RDJ's Tony Stark, and we don't have time to get into that.
Yeah.
But then again, this also could be, this could be his. It's a little late, but it could be his Uncle Ben moment too, right? He's losing his father figure.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he did kind of get his origin story almost.
Yeah. A little late, but he lost his father figure now. So
yeah.
No dad for you.
Bye.
Bye.
He's working on the mic
I
still.
believe we lost keys. Yeah. So, damn, that made me forget what I was gonna ask. Man. Shit, it was a Spider-Man question too.
Oh man,
that's probably for him then.
Oh no, it was just like a general opinion question. Oh, okay, so
about Spider-Man's butt.
Just
that would be for her.
Yeah, just a general opinion question. Who's your preference of Spider person? What whether it's Miles or Peter or Jessica
probably
Drew
Gwen.
or Silk. Gwen, okay.
Ooh, but Silk is getting up there. I am really enjoying this series.
Yeah,
I would say she's very quickly climbing her way up.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, Peter's the classic. That's what I wasn't reading comics when I was growing up, but like that was kind of who was Spider-Man, and that's who I had like that kind of like why the first character when I started reading comics I gravitated towards Spider-Man.
There's a Spider-Man for everyone.
But at the same time, I started reading, and Spider-Gwen was out. Like the first volume 1 was out, and so that was one of the first books I was reading was Spider-Gwen.
Okay, so you technically started at around that time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I started after her first appearance, so after the whole Spider-Verse stuff took place, but right before Secret Wars happened.
Okay.
So that was 2014, 2015, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of reading all of that. I just read the first 2 trades.
But yeah, so I mean, Spider-Gwen's, she's always up there in my list of Spider people. But then, yeah, I just been collecting all the Spider people because that's in Marvel. That's kind of like that's where I go is Spider people, and then like the champions, the young heroes. I don't gravitate towards like Hulk or Captain America, Black Panther. I mean, it's just like the movie was great for Black Panther, but it just wasn't ever it wasn't a book that spoke to the characters that I like.
So what you're telling me is if you have to choose between like the first Captain America comic or the first Peter Porker. You're gonna take Peter Porker.
Peter Porker. I have the first Peter Porker, so I don't have
there
to
you go.
There you go. You don't have to choose.
I already got the first one, so like, come on. And I got a little. Come on. Spider-Man.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, there you go.
Love it.
Spider-Ham.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
There's
probably
also-
my favorite Spider character.
The Marvel Legends that came with Spider-Gwen.
Oh, nice.
Just kind of chilling on the edge of the monitor.
Yo, those look nice, man. What'd you say they are? They're the Marvel Legends?
The Marvel Legends figures.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty well put together. Like the
Yo,
Legends
I try to stay out of toys because already this hobby is like super expensive.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're telling me.
I had zero intention of buying that, and I just saw it at Target, and it was the last one on the shelf.
It'll get you.
You made eye contact.
Target is a black hole.
I made the mistake of being like, let's just see.
Yeah, there was a
You
time.
wanted to leave with something.
Yeah.
So I have a relatively small pop collection. Okay, I'm very specific in the pops that I've gone after. The only ones that I'll grab are evil versions.
Nice.
The only ones that I go after are evil versions of Batman to avoid falling down that rabbit hole.
Oh, that's awesome.
Unfortunately, though, they came out with a pretty sizable Galactus pop, and that broke me. And now there's fucking 2 more of them coming out that I gotta get.
Yep. There's a comic exclusive for San Diego Comic-Con though, like galaxy looking one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got the 6-inch Galactus, which just isn't. That's not proportioned, right? Come on.
Right.
Compared to the other pops, he's not supposed to be the same size as them.
Tiny.
Yeah, exactly.
But yo, Face, you're after the chase one, right? Of Galactus with Silver.
Oh, both of them. Yeah, I need both of them, the Blacklight and the Chase.
Yo, it's beautiful.
I know, right?
I felt
that was the one that broke me.
Yeah, I fell down that rabbit hole, man, with Funkos. It was not.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I did. My pull list started to like get shorter on the comic side, and then I was like going heavy on Funkos, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm torn. Like I can't do this anymore. It's way too expensive. And here I am back to pops. Comics, sorry, not pops.
Yeah, I haven't bought a pop in quite a while now. I'm just kind of like the Spider-Man pops are good. I want to get rid of some of the other ones that I have. I haven't gotten around to it, but it'll happen eventually.
If they made more indie pops, I'd be in a way more dangerous position than I am.
Oh man, if they go that route with like Erica Starr and stuff,
exactly.
I'm done.
It's fucking over. It's a wrap.
I mean, now that I've read Saga, I kind of want to go and get the Saga.
Yeah, no, same. They have a lion cat at my store, and every time I go in, I'm like, "Don't get it! Don't you dare pick it up!"
Yep, the lion cat Marco. I think there's a Goose, however you say his Goose. Pop.
Goose.
That one's cute. Little.
This is probably this sounds like a motto or a t-shirt.
Not wrong.
Oh my god, 7 Secrets Funkos, we're done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, 7 Secrets is another one.
Oh man.
I mean,
because see, you would get individuals and teams of seekers and of holders and keepers.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Like you gotta get them all.
Kanto with the mask. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I know.
Gotta get Amon and his mom.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yo, Keys would buy up all the wind pops, man.
This is like the only like.
I need a Princess Carolyn. You don't understand. I need it.
Oh, okay. Here we go. We got a good question in chat for you guys. So for Sparkler Carolyn, who's your favorite current comic book artist right now?
Oh God, that's hard.
I can't pick one. I just can't. I have displayed, kind of some of the favorites here. Got some Jenny Frizen, Zoe Lachey, Franny. I've got a Jen Bartel over there.
I think I have to go with Simone DeMeo purely because like artistically we only find them when we're dead is just like my favorite thing ever.
Okay.
Like I think he wins it.
If I'm going covers.
Ooh, covers.
Covers, it's probably Frizen or Bartel.
Yeah,
I was literally gonna say the same too.
Interiors,
because this is just right here. Hey.
I gotta think. That's the one that's like I'm literally staring at. Man, I don't even know.
I'm gonna let you finish, but Scotty Young is the best cover artist of all time.
I mean, you're wrong. But have fun with that.
I mean, I love his covers, but
they're fun for sure. But I would sell all my Scotty Young if I could have all the Jen Bartel.
Yeah.
Oh man,
in a heartbeat.
You guys will learn. Wait for it.
I don't know if I can pick interior, man. Sometimes I'm like, so I used to be like Martin Simmons art in Department of Truth is terrible. Mm-hmm. Why did they pick this? That was like the first issue.
Yeah,
Second issue, I was like, man, all right, this is working. This is great. Third issue, I'm like, Martin Simmons is my favorite artist.
Right.
It took a quick turn.
Yeah.
Right. But, it takes a minute to like really get used to it, and then you're like, okay, no, wait, this works.
Now you don't want
so well. Like, and his range is pretty good too, because like did you see the Basilisk 2 cover B?
Yeah,
like that was different from that. Like,
That was
phenomenal.
gorgeous.
He's done some Marvel covers recently, some X-Men covers. I thought
He's gotten some very.
maybe it was New Mutants, or maybe it's not come out yet. It might have been on FOC, and that's why I'm thinking of it. But I know he's done something recently. I was just like, whoa, hold up, Simmons, you're over here now. So I mean, that's awesome that he's getting more of that love out there.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, I know you guys, you had about an hour, so I don't want to keep you too long or anything like that.
I've got early shift tomorrow.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
So by any means, don't feel free or don't feel obligated to stay any longer than you want to or anything like that.
You let's say if you hit us with one more question, if you got one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure we can definitely get something. Let's see.
What are you dying to know?
Yeah, go out on that. I mean, that was a pretty good question though. But
No, I got one. Can I take it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
So you've sat down with Ross Ritchie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that was a big one for you. If you guys had your dream interview right now for the new page, who are you sitting with?
So you're talking just anybody, not just comic creators. Anybody at all. Okay.
Ooh, okay. Well, then Feige.
Oh, she went big.
Yeah, she did.
I mean, Marvel.
Yep.
We got Star Wars.
They had Ross Ritchie on over there. I mean, Kevin Feige is like the next step up.
I mean,
right?
if we can't have Feige, then I guess Jon Favreau. Like he's.
That's what I was just gonna say. Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one too.
That man exudes passion.
Dude.
Happy.
And I mean, he loves the comics too. So
right.
That's the guy to bring on right there.
Yeah, I feel like if you would talk with him, I think that would be like a full 2-day episode, man. Like,
I could spend forever talking to him.
Yeah. I think that's got to be it. Like right there. If it had to be stuck in the just in comics, I'm still going with James Tynion.
Yeah.
I'm still going with Kieran Gillen.
We'll bring them on together. Let's do it.
Yes, the ultimate collab.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I hope that
face-off interview.
I hope you guys get the opportunity to do that. The page looks great. I love the logo, and I'm looking forward to what you guys are going to put out next. 100%. So we'll be tuning in, guys. Drop your links, post it, let the whole chat know where to find you.
Absolutely.
So I am at Caroline's Comics.
Yep.
And then You Promise Me Comics is our YouTube and our Instagram as well for the YouTube page.
Yeah. So
and actually, if you go over to the description, I believe the link is in there.
That it is.
I do have it in there. All right, cool. I did get that part right.
Get the pointing right on this.
We've got a link tree. We have a website. You can buy a T-shirt with our logo on it.
Oh,
yeah.
We got a merch store already.
We got. Yeah, even more than just there's whatever's on the Threadless thing. There's some other random merch stuff. Go wild. There's a Twitch page. Also, when we live stream, it goes to Twitch as well. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Azer S Tiger for being our first Twitch watcher on Sunday.
Nice.
He was hanging in the Twitch chat. Shoot, there's something else I feel like. Eventually, when I get extra time, I'm going to take the audio and put those into podcasts on Spotify. There are a couple up right now. It was actually under Sparks Comics, and I never announced that I did that. It just existed, and it got a couple views randomly, so someone found it. But yeah, I'm going to start trying to, every time we do an interview, cut the audio and, do maybe a little introduction and then put that up.
Yeah. Everyone calls it a podcast anyway, so we figured, fuck it, make a podcast.
Yeah,
let's make a podcast.
Yeah, right? Why not?
There you go.
Yeah. Jeez. I don't know. Everything's in the link tree. I feel like set that up so it's a little bit easier. But that's in like both of Is it in your Instagram?
Yeah, I put it in
bio? My Instagram bio, in the page's Instagram bio, so it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
I need to put it in.
And again, you can find their YouTube in the description. Key is putting both of their YouTubes in the chat, and you can catch Sparks doing the FOC show on Sundays and at 2, I believe Eastern.
2 Eastern, yeah.
And what times are the other shows that you guys do?
Depends on
randomly between 7 and 9 p.m. East usually.
Okay. Yeah.
Depends on what shift I'm working.
If they're like, I got open availability, then we kind of work with like her work schedule and other. We try not to overbook on like a crazy heavy busy YouTube night, so that we get some people watching with the creators live. Right. But yeah, it varies. But I mean, if you guys are watching right now, you guys should be subbing up to FaceTime right now.
Yeah. Everybody click that like,
here.
That subscribe.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you guys coming by and hanging out with us, for sure.
We've got a 750 followers giveaway video coming up pretty soon. So we're going to post that. Everybody check it out. And then we're doing the live. I go on vacation for a week coming up, so we're going to do it after that.
Okay.
That's in the prizes.
Oh, wow.
Hey, come on. Hey.
So we give you a little tease in the video.
That was
not for him.
Lots of luck on pre-order.
I'm still mad about
not getting allocated.
How many copies you have, bro?
I gotta ask now. I gotta know.
My store gave for cover price. I pre-ordered with Agents Comics of Alaska, friends in Alaska.
Nice.
I figured my store has this real bad habit of bumping prices up on me. And they didn't on that one. So I figured I was going to hand it back to them and say, I'm not buying this from you. I got a copy on the way from Alaska who gave me the good price.
Awesome.
And then I bought an exclusive that had a copy of Cover A too. So they had like a 3-pack, trade, virgin, and the cover. So
both of the places I ordered it from got allocated.
Yeah, so unfortunately my other copy is not going into the giveaway. It's going to her.
I was like, I need it. You don't understand. I introduced you to Black.
Yes, she did.
But you got Caroline, you got yourself a good partner because
definitely
we ain't got that much luck.
Yeah, it was like, I'm not spending $50 on this. Oh wait.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think second print is out this week, no?
This week. Yep.
Yeah. My shop's like, we're definitely getting those. And I was like,
yeah. Thank you.
We'll see.
Yeah. So this week, either one way or another, it's coming out. Hopefully those don't go crazy so people get to read it, because it's a good read.
I wouldn't know.
We wouldn't know.
For sure.
Hopefully your shop gets those second prints.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
And then everyone get ready for the giveaway. Video's dropping Wednesday morning.
Got some goodness going on.
Get your chance to win.
Sweet.
You know what, guys? Don't try. Awesome. I'm winning this, so nobody try.
Not rigged, potentially.
And shipping's open to U.S., Canada. Outside of that, we're kind of like, we'll talk. See how much it's going to cost to get it to you, but we'll find a way to make it work. So for all you guys in Canada, which I know got a lot of friends in Canada.
Definitely.
Yeah. So but thanks for having us on tonight. This was awesome.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Oh, for sure. And we'll definitely have to have you guys back on with us again,
Hell yeah.
For sure.
He and I are going to have to talk about Static though. That's going
yeah.
For sure.
Right?
It's going down.
Absolutely. But definitely we appreciate you guys coming by and hanging out with us. And like I said, we'll have to have you back again. And we definitely look forward to, all the content that you guys got coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys. And thanks everyone in the chat for hanging out.
Yeah. And everyone that I saw Kamikaze saying he's subbing up. So appreciate it.
Nice. Thanks.
Hell yeah.
And
you guys, I'll probably be in the chat for a little bit too. So
yeah.
All right.
But we'll see you when I see y'all.
All right.
Hey, nice.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Thanks again.
That was awesome.
Hell
Good
yeah.
time.
Of course.
Definitely.
Shoot.
I hope I win.
Like they're definitely, you know, great to watch. Like I said, you know, Sparks FOC video, we always shout it out whenever we do our FOC stuff because it's more comprehensive than ours for sure. And you know, he puts a lot of time and effort into it. And the indie comics talk that they do is always great. Listening to those guys talk about the indie books and, you know, seeing the interviews with different creators that they get to do. So yeah, definitely. If you haven't, you know, subscribed to those guys, go over there and subscribe and check them out for sure.
But I got to catch some of these rewinds. Like they're listing books, and I didn't realize how far behind I am in indies, man. I was like, all right, I got a decent knowledge, and then they're, oh, never mind.
Yeah, man. But you know, there's so many books that get pumped out. It's hard, and it's fine, man. Like you can't read them all. Well, you can, but like
Pokemon.
You know, yeah, you're gonna have to sacrifice some of that personal time. But yeah, it's hard. There's a lot.
For sure.
So,
all right. So have you guys? We'll talk a little bit of news real quick. You know, we got to talk a little bit Loki yesterday on Newbie Show.
Yeah, man.
You guys have both seen, you know, the final episode of Loki. I take it at this point.
Yep.
All caught up on Black Widow and all that good stuff.
Yep.
Nope.
Oh no!
You didn't watch Black Widow, dude?
Oh, bro, yo, the theaters are just opening down here, man. Just like they're cleaning them and shit now.
I get it.
You know they got that on Disney Plus, right?
I'm not paying. I don't even know. It's 24. It's $24 or whatever to rent it at home. Nah, I'm gonna walk my ass to the theater in a reclining chair. I'm gonna eat. Bring in all the booze I can, you know what I'm saying? KFC Junior Chickens, everything, and just pick out at the theater, you know what I'm saying?
I love it.
But yeah, you definitely got to catch up on Black Widow, you know, for sure. Because, you know, it's funny, not a lot of
I heard she dies.
No.
She does do that at some point. It's crazy.
Spoilers.
Well, you know, the thing is, there's not a huge amount of consequence for like the future of the MCU, but there actually is a little bit because, you know, obviously Yelena is going to play a role, and I don't want to spoil anything for you, but there's something else, you know, significant that kind of happens in it that will play a role into what's going to happen in the MCU down the road, but definitely nowhere near the same level as the stuff that's going on with Loki.
Shit, now I feel bad for sharing spec books that like I was putting in our group chat like, yo, I picked up this book. So if you haven't caught on, that's good.
I don't even read the chat. I'm good. No,
like I don't pay attention to you people.
I don't pay. Oh, see, Marvell knows what's up. He knows what's up.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I fear.
You guys are in the same neck of the woods.
Are we?
I think so.
Yo, buddy, where you from? Drop that in the chat.
But yeah, okay. Loki. Can we talk at least Loki, Keith?
We can definitely talk Loki.
If that last episode wasn't a variant of another episode, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm down. I'll accept it.
So we spoke about this last night. So I'm gonna drop the questions that we dropped last night. Like I'm not gonna ask those now.
Ask them.
No. You can go check out Newbie, guys. We're there too. You can go check us out. But
you said I got something new.
Yeah. So I was talking in the group chat today, and I don't know if you came across that today. Key's face.
I did.
Yeah. So it's crazy because I never realized how when the episode starts, like you hear all those voices, right? And it's pulling out of like you see like from like the universe, and then ends out like out of the black hole. And there's like the neighboring black hole. And then as we dip into there, from the first black hole, you're hearing voices from the main, you know, MCU timeline and everything. And then after, when we dip into the other one, you hear Sylvie, and then you hear Vision.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I saw a theory online where people were saying that this is probably like in that like black hole different universe, this is where Wanda probably heard her kids.
Facts.
Yeah. So, yo, if like everything's starting to make sense, I'm reading all these theories, but it's just never ending, and I'm like, yo,
that's man. It's a damn good theory.
Yeah, that's
man.
But what I'm saying is, she must have contacted him at an earlier point, man, because she literally looks at the kids and she's like, "Thanks for choosing me."
Yeah.
You guys must have had a prior agreement and/or conversation, be like, "Hey, come through to this universe for a little bit, live life on how I see it, and imagine this or something." But man.
Well, I think that I mean, I don't know, because like I get what you're saying, but it could just be a throwaway to the fact that like in the comics she sort of like magicked her kids out of into existence.
Yeah, with the help of
because obviously there's probably some issues with vision and proper performance. I don't know that would work out quite well. So
yeah, no,
yeah, but just magic some kids up.
Yeah, I don't think he could.
Does this mean that Ralph Boner is just a variant of Fox Quicksilver?
Man, maybe he's a variant of Mephisto.
Oh,
Mephisto's gonna walk around with a dick joke as a name, bro. Come on, man. Like,
but but back to the episode, because if I'm not mistaken, I think the timeline where they end up where Kang is, or whatever you want to call him, like that entire timeline, like that sphere thing, starts to branch out before he even dies. So it's like it was gonna happen either way. He knew it.
Yeah, we kind of already saw that it was coming. So
yeah, exactly. But I think what's even like more crazy is that when like Sylvie pushes him through the door and everything, he ends up in a timeline where literally like the god who like threatened the entire world in Avengers 1, like no one even knows who the hell he is. Like he's zero threat to the TVA. Right. They didn't know at all who he was. So I was like, oof, okay. Yeah. Where is he?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where it goes. I'm definitely looking forward to What If a lot more now, especially now that I know it's gonna tie in, how it's gonna sort of tie into everything. So
yep.
It's gonna be interesting.
Right. You heard what I said yesterday about the whole Kevin Feige thing?
Yeah.
So
I hope not. I hope that's not the case.
Yeah, man. It's just it's wild, man. Like the theories are all over the place.
Keys is dying. You got another dick joke, and Keys is dying over here. It's pretty much appropriate for this chat. So.
Yeah, man, that was way too hard not to laugh.
Does that get an entry into the newbie verse, or?
Yeah.
I don't even know what picture you guys are gonna put up for that one.
All right. So I guess we'll go ahead and we'll try and jump into this, and we'll see if I can get anything working over here on my end as far as. All right. I think we're gonna be able to possibly share this. Could work.
What?
StreamYard seems to be cooperating for a second.
Lies.
Yeah, right? Feels like it might be. Well,
in the meantime.
Yeah, it was cooperating.
Shout out to Face for this 7 Secrets issue number 2, 1 in 25. Retail incentive right here. Shit is dope. It's a beauty version cover. Look at that mask, man. Look at that mask. If you don't know, now you know. Especially mask cover coming from Face.
Oh, there we go.
Serendipitous.
Maybe not.
I'm getting the loading screen, but like that's a decent cover still. That should be a cover. Oh my god, like cover loading should be a cover.
I think that exists somewhere.
Yeah, man. I just thought I came up with that. It's better than that Venom. Was that 26? That purple one.
Oh, you know what? I got that.
Released on Wednesdays. Oh, that was.
I stocked up. I stocked up like a.
On the purple.
Dude, I pre-ordered. I thought they were gonna reveal some cover, and then I got shafted.
Shafted hard, buddy.
Definitely did not stock up on it, but yeah. Okay, looks like we might be stuck with the loading screen now.
Sure.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It is what it is.
Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better anyway. All right, so yeah, StreamYard does not seem to want to cooperate on that. But we are going to go ahead and go over our FOC picks and our new comic book day picks anyway. Yeah, it kind of sucks that StreamYard's not cooperating. It's obviously much better to do with the pictures. But, you know, so we'll just go ahead and we'll start with the FOC picks.
Sure.
And let's see. First on the list, I've got King Spawn #1, and I'll let Keys go ahead and take that and what that's all about.
Never heard of it.
No. Nobody's heard of it yet.
Man, so this is I don't know. The advertising this is like, oh, the very first new series of Spawn since 1992, and like it's like, come on, guys, we know you're lying. You know that like meme, why you always lying? But it's gonna be fire no matter what. It's gonna connect to a bigger universe that they are shooting for in the future. A few months down the road, we're gonna get the Scorched, which is a team book. There is a sweet 1 in 50 sketch cover, much like they did with the what was that 317-ish, all around there. Those beautiful sketch covers.
Yeah,
I know Bleeker's got one. Yeah, so I mean, I'm a Spawn fan. Automatically got to pick that up. I collect Spawn, for those who don't know. So right now, I'm having a real hard time selling them.
I just got 2 questions for you. I just got 2 questions for you real quick, Keith.
I got 2 answers.
Are we getting a new medieval Spawn series?
Oh, man, you know what? I don't think so.
Wasn't that
part of the team book?
But wasn't that a series of Spawn that came out since '92?
Yeah, they had Medieval Spawn and Witchblade.
How about Curse of Spawn?
Man, that was dark. That was so dark. It had to do with like Catholic priests, like a demonic Catholic priest. It had to do with some dark stuff. I personally didn't think it was that bad, man. I liked it, but did not get critical acclaim. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't received well. Some would say a failure. I would say didn't reach full potential.
A failure.
Yeah, I still I find them in the dollar bins.
Yeah, which is crazy because one of the Jessica Priest, the new Spawn.
Yeah,
her first full appearance was from that Curse of Spawn. So I mean, like, there's some hidden gems in there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh look, here's a good comment.
You had it. Taking that.
Well, see,
you transfer
claim free.
The beautiful part is that Keys already has one. He just didn't know it yet. But
Comic Oprah out
next
here.
Next on our FOC list is let's see, we got the Thor #16.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead and let Black Crown take that away and why that's significant.
I'm reading the series. The Prey arc was great. Now it seems that Thor is just downward spiraling. So I'm curious to see where this goes. The hammer's getting, a bit more difficult for him to,
Getting more difficult for him to fist?
Yep. No. Just pick that thing up. You know what I mean? But
getting older.
It's cool because in the book you see Loki like just picking it up at all times, like it's
however,
I'm curious to see where this one's going, man. I don't know who's gonna take over. I hope we talk in our little chat on the side as well, and I could see it happening. I hope it's Angela. That would be cool. But
that
would make me.
It was interesting because in the Thor series, that one too. the last arc with Donald Blake, one of the last things that kind of happened was Loki sort of like, I don't know what exactly he did. I don't remember. He sort of basically renounced his position as like the god of lies or whatever.
Yeah.
And made that Donald Blake. You kind of almost wonder if
blinded the dude.
Yeah, maybe Loki's becoming a little more worthy now that he's not the god of lies anymore.
Well, yeah, I feel like they keep playing with it, and even if you look at the cover of 16, like you just see Loki, like Thor is fighting what seems to be Odin or something, and you just see like
at a bar.
Yeah, and you just see like Loki chilling in the background.
Right.
Let's shift your attention to cover B though. Or no, the anime variant. That Momoko Beta Ray Bill though.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah,
Fire.
that one does look good. I think.
Fire.
Like I said, for me,
drop the effect on him.
Yeah, Momoko's always hit or miss, man. But
that one's a hit.
Yeah, that one I'm picking up for sure. I picked up that one. I picked up the Nova, but like there's some of them like I saw that Groot one yesterday on Newbie Show. I was like, who? So
which one?
The one for Guardians, I think it's 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. The next on our list, we got man, I was surprised that neither one of you guys had this on there because I thought I got both of you on this series enough at this point, but Radiant Black #7.
Yo, I sent you that. I literally.
Well, I wasn't paying no attention apparently. No, did you send me 7 or because I know you sent me one of them, but not the other one. So
it's 7, man. He's walking all in like he's got the background. It looks like a
So 7's got a really good cover on it. Yeah, and a lot of the incentives for Radiant Black have been pretty fire, to be honest. And just to the series itself is just a great read so far. It took a few issues to really get into it, but once that 4th issue dropped, like it's been pretty great.
That changed me.
Every issue, so yeah, for sure.
I will hop on 7, and it picks up right after 5, issue 7.
Right.
Yeah, because I feel like 6 is like
6 is a filler.
It's different, a little different perspective or whatever, I guess so. All right.
I mean, after that bomb they dropped, they need a little breather.
Right?
Yeah.
We got Static #3. Keys. I think you might know something about this.
No. No, fire. Amazing series. If you haven't really checked out Volume 1 or haven't had an opportunity to like look at Static in the comics rather than TV show, by all means, come on down to Static Shock Town, where it's always an electrifying time. Static. She never heard of him either.
I kind of get the feeling that she might have heard of him, just from the chat. Get that sense.
Bandwagoner, but no, issue 2 drops this week.
Yeah,
so it's an automatic cop. Spec value, guys. I feel like once again, it's going to take a few issues for them to really establish something new that they can use for the future of this series. As of right now, it's more like a soft retcon / reintroduction. But the art, I'm telling you, the art is phenomenal. The last few panels of issue 1, that battle was just, it just looks so good. This is just satisfying. So by all means, jump into this. There's still time. They're still out there. Yeah.
For sure. All right, let's see. Next on the list, we've got Sinister War. What was that? #3, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, Sinister War #3.
#3. How's 1?
And I'll let BC take this one away because
BC
I can't with Nick Spencer.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I add this one automatically just because it's Spider-Man, right? But sincerely,
soft.
I read that issue #1 of Sinister War, and it was a snooze fest. I hope to God this picks up, and I mean significantly. I feel like the whole Spencer run really, it's like centered around the One More Day story arc. So the payoff's going to be big coming out of this. So I hope, this is me hoping, and like if by issue 3, like it's not where I hope it is. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna complete the set regardless. You know,
What?
From 1 to 5, but.
What for? What for?
Dude, if the payoff is not big, this entire Spencer run for me is just like.
I mean, your payoff is going to be a retcon of One More Day, most likely, which is fine. Yeah. But really, that shit could have been done in a story arc or 2, not 70 fucking issues.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's been so.
Buddy,
long.
To be honest, I think you're so invested that you're just kind of hoping now, man. Like,
I mean, oh man,
it's just I love my Spidey. You know what I mean? And it's hard to turn my back on him, but like this entire run is the one run like I can't get into.
Yeah, and I've been a fan of Nick Spencer on other things, but man, definitely not the Spider-Man run. Not a fan of the Spider-Man run.
Yeah,
just my personal opinion, but whatever.
Yeah, it's not a knock on Spencer, but just it's this run. I'm ready for it to end. I'm ready for Ben Reilly. Let's move forward.
There we go. Yeah. Call me when he jumps in.
Yeah.
All right, and next on our list, I got Guardians of the Galaxy 17, which is gonna be a continuation of the Annihilation storyline. We'll get into that a little more in a little bit. But I've liked the other Annihilation events that they've done, and this is gonna kind of be, I guess, the big wrap up to those sort of that trilogy or whatever of events. Actually, I think there's 4 of them now, but so definitely worth picking up. As far as if you're into those big cosmic events, for sure.
And it's the last Annihilation, so.
Yeah, exactly. The last Annihilation. Well, we've had the last Crisis at DC for, I don't know, about 40 years now, so.
Nope.
There's infinite crises. So.
Right? All right, so next on the list, we've got Kang #1. Keys was on your list you gave me. You want to tell me why you're picking it up?
I'm gonna lie, I didn't hear a word you just said. Why. Something about number 1 of what?
Kang the Conqueror #1.
Oh, Kang. Let me tell you about Kang. It's rumored that he may appear in the last episode of Loki. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
Heavily implied.
I mean, but for sure he'll be an Ant-Man villain. Okay, so this series is a young version of him. Doesn't say if it's Iron Lad version, but it's a young version of him. And he visits the various variations. You see what I did? The various variations of himself throughout time. So, I mean, possible soft reboot of an origin story? Maybe. Is this the origin story to bank on? With the MCU and how they amalgamate different origins throughout the comic timeline into one character? I would say a meh. I wouldn't really. I wouldn't throw all my pennies at this one. What's the first appearance of Cosmic Ghost? Oh,
wasn't that Thanos 13?
That's what I was gonna say. It's a Thanos book, no, but
I think it was Thanos 13. I could be off.
Yeah, it is. But I think I'm gonna definitely give Kang the Conqueror a shot. You know what I mean? It's 5 issues. But it's just weird. Like, it says origin story, so I don't know how many freaking origin stories we're getting. Is it going to be like another retold? And I feel like we've been having this discussion as well, kind of like related to Galactus. Like, what is it? Thor 169?
Yeah, another updated retelling of the origin.
So, like, what can we really get from this series? If it's the young one seeing the rest of them, and then in the end he's going to be like, okay, I want to be the Conqueror. We already got that in Young Avengers. There's already Iron Lad already being like, oh, this is my destiny. Let's go follow it. Like, come on. Like, I don't know. I'm still picking up issue 1. After that, we'll see what's up.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out. I want to see, the I guess the different take on the origin story, and I feel like they're gonna kind of intertwine it more with the MCU version, but
hopefully,
we'll see how it plays out. All right, so last but not least on our picks for FOC, we've got Moon Knight #2. BC, this is all you.
Number 2.
Well, this is making the list for me automatic because I'm curious. I think issue 1's going to be. Sorry.
Dope ass cover.
Yeah, man.
I wish I could show it.
Sure. Yeah. Yo, number 1. I think we said how many covers? There's like 42 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's wild. But for the first time in a long time, you get a beautiful Delato cover. You know what I mean? Just at regular cover price for number 1. But yeah, number 2, I'm gonna pick it up just because. Well, I collect runs. It is what it is. I think it's gonna be a good story arc. We'll see. It's gonna be fresh, refreshing, and we'll just see where it goes. Seriously, I just hope for the best for Moon Knight because I feel like the last run was like me. But yeah,
okay, I like that. All right.
I'm ready. Well, all right, let's move on to our new comic book day picks. We'll go ahead and get those put out there. So these are going to be, ones that are going to be showing up on the shelf on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on whether it's DC or anything else. And it's just stuff that we're interested in picking up for, one reason or another, whether it's spec value or just a good read or whatever. So go ahead and start it off with Proctor Valley Road #5, MrKeyIssues.
Yo, number 5. Everything great in life has a number 5, bro. Mambo, number 5. Number 5. The starting lineup to the 90s Bulls. 5 players. 5 players. And you see this right here is the final chapter of this 5-issue series. All right, this series has been adopted, if you will, to fit a television-friendly type of media by Boom Studios. They straight up, UPC is going to option this off as soon as it's done. If it catches, we'll see what's going on. If not, this is a solid read. It's, like I said before, it's a young group. It's a young character group who we all we all love realistically. We see like Stranger Things and other shows like that where we could actually relate to younger audiences. I don't know if it's nostalgia or something of like our own growing up, but this follows a group of girls on the most haunted stretch of American Highway, and I won't get into details, but it's pretty sick.
Sweet, and you definitely got me picking up the series. I've enjoyed it so far, and
issue 1 right there. That's that beautiful. Well, not really beautiful, but Momoko cover. I'm a fan.
All right, let's see. Next we got. All right. Well, since you were just talking about it, we'll go ahead and jump right into it with Moon Knight #1. Go ahead, BC.
So definitely. There's 42 covers. I'm all over Delato, but there's Zafino too is nice, guys. There's so many good covers. I'm not too sure if we're gonna see who the main big bad of this series is gonna be out the gate. The first issue, second issue, third issue. I did see that there was like a possible first in the third issue. Something about his moon. I don't remember what it is. Hunter's moon or something like that.
Yeah.
First 3
I think they said it actually looks like we're getting him potentially in the first issue. I thought they were saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's possible it's like a cameo or something at least. I think they're saying something about Hunter's moon showing up. I could be wrong. Well, I do read a lot of the FOC shit, so I get them confused sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to like talk about this particular book when obviously like we haven't even gotten the first issue. But guys, it's Moon Knight, and I feel like Marvel's gonna throw all their chips into it, like simply because we're getting the series very soon.
Yeah, definitely leaning heavy into it for sure.
Yeah, so I don't think it'll disappoint. I hope to God not. Spider-Man.
Right? No shade, no shade.
Yeah. So it's a definite pickup for me, man. At least the first 3 issues, definitely going to give it a run. And guys, 42 covers of awesomeness. Literally, it's wild.
Awesome.
Yep.
For sure.
You're telling me there's a
And
cover out?
anytime that you can grab a Del Auto for cover price, I mean,
Yeah, man.
that's almost, yeah, that's a pickup for me.
And speaking of the Del Auto cover, it's just refreshing to see something different. Well, it's not a black background, you know what I mean? Like you got a white background, something different. Because I saw so many Spider-Mans that looked like so identical, and I'm like, even the Venom ones that dropped. So now this one's refreshing. I'm happy. I'm ready to start. Let's go.
For sure. All right, next on the list we got this one's an interesting one. The Walking Dead Deluxe 19. I'll go ahead and just point out that in the original run, this was the first appearance of Michonne. So I obviously the Walking Dead Deluxe is it's reprint material. They're just basically reprinting issue number 19 with color, but being as it's the first appearance of Michonne, there are a shit ton of covers also coming out for this. A lot of good depictions of Michonne. So I'm picking up a few of them.
Yeah, cover B is the one that pays homage to the first one. So I'm definitely grabbing that one. But first Michonne, man, you can't go wrong. Even if it's a reprint, pick it up.
Yep, exactly. I mean, why not? All right, let's see. Jumping on next, we've got Static Shock Season 1, Number 2. And obviously we mentioned some of these earlier in the New Comic Book Day, but go ahead and take it away, Keys.
Nothing much to say, man. I'm pretty sure myself and our co-host, when she was on, we pretty much touched on it. It's a great series so far. It's a little early in the game. It's going to continue this once again. It's just to get the new readers interested.
And I think that's one of the other things that's actually working for it is the new take on it and everything. Obviously we didn't see a whole lot different in that first issue. So these second, third, fourth issue here might have the potential to be pretty key issues in the series, because you're going to see how it diverges from the original. Probably some new characters show up and everything like that. So if you're a Static fan, obviously these are going to be pretty important issues to pick up if you're wanting to continue on the run. So
couldn't have said it better myself, man. Shoot.
All right, let's see. Next on the list, we've got Guardians of the Galaxy number 16. BC, go for it.
So this is the book where I semi-botched last night, right? Right, but it's the beginning of the last Annihilation, and finally we got the cover reveal as to who that big character was, and if you're reading, it's not really a spoiler. I mean, you're gonna see it on the shelf. You're gonna see it on the shelf this week, but it's Dormammu merged with Ego the Planet. It's wild. We'll see where this goes.
Yeah, Dormammu hatches from the Ego egg, and now he's space sized and has a whole army of. I think he has a whole army of mindless ones, and new take on the Annihilation wave. So can't go wrong with that on the cosmic stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Next, we've got Dark Blood number 1. So let's go ahead and let's take that away, Keith.
Man, I have been waiting for this book to drop for time, bro. Let me tell you. But no, I honestly, it's just the premise of this book. I feel like there's something there. Sometimes you get that feel, like Sparks said. It's like, he gets that feeling. He stacks up. He loves it. Sometimes it pays off. Sometimes it doesn't. This is one of those that I have a good feeling about. It is Boom Studios. You know what I'm saying? It's set just after World War II. It's 1955. I think his name's Avery, I'm pretty sure. African American, living during this time. And something happens, a run-in occurs, and all of a sudden he discovers he has powers, possibly to change history, is what the solicitation is bringing to the table. But man, maybe it's the cover. I don't know what it is. It's got me hooked. I need to read this so bad. So yeah, this is to be honest, I'm hoping this is probably my pick of the week, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'll say that, but watch it be crap. But like, no, this looks so promising.
Yo, just that first line, man, in the description, you're like, it's crazy when you read it. He's like, I think it says something like, what if you had the power to change the course of history and blah blah. Yo, okay, where are we going with this?
Yo, right.
Yeah. I'm excited to pick this one up this week.
Yeah, it looks like another score from Boom, so I'm gonna pick it up, check it out, and it's got an interesting premise. The artwork looks good, so far from what I've seen of it. Yeah. So
it'll probably be the first book too that I read this week.
Yeah. So
And you heard it here. You Promised Me Comics, their pick of the week over there. So it definitely looks like it's going to be a good series to jump on and at least pick up the first issue and take a look at it, check it out. All right, so let's see. Next, we've got Mom #1, Mother of Madness #1. So
whose pick was that? Whose pick was that?
So I'll tell you,
it was me.
It's my pick, yo. It's my pick, and I'm proud.
Usually, I like the crazy shit. That's too crazy for me.
Yo, apparently it's got like some Deadpool style like action going on and whatnot, but the main reason why I put this one on the pick for this week is simply because when I had done the FOC back when it hit FOC, there was a cover with it was a Bartel cover B.
Okay.
And when I went this week to check the new releases, it wasn't there. So I'm not sure if they switched that up, if it became a ratio or whatnot. But if you do find the Bartel, definitely pick it up, especially if it's on the shelf at cover, because I don't know. It seems they made a switch up last second. So
I have to check my pre-orders because I know I did have that one pre-ordered. So I don't know.
Yeah, I got it right here. If anyone's looking, but yo, Bartel, she always always knocks it out.
Yo, decent.
That's dope.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
it's pretty cool.
Interestingly enough, another one of the I don't know covers that there's coming out for this issue is the 1 in 500, which is apparently I think signed by Amelia Clark. Daenerys, obviously. But yeah, so she's I guess signing them. I'm not sure how exactly that works. Because it looks like it's on basically a cover A. So, I don't know how that would play out. Like if she does signings after the fact, why couldn't you just take her a cover A and get it signed? And
I don't know. Look, I think it's probably gonna end up being a Virgin, dude.
But I think the Virgin is also like I think that's one of the
retailers. The Virgin's a 1 in 25.
Really?
Yeah.
So you could just take a 1 in 25 and get it signed by her, and
maybe they'll do like a color switch or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe there might be
because there's that. Isn't there that hand on the side or something?
No, there's a hand on both, man. It looks pretty identical, buddy.
We'll
okay,
see.
so yeah, it said they said that something caused it to be hidden.
Cover of the week. Okay, that's a little strong. That's a little strong. I'm all about cover of the week. All right.
I mean, that Bartel cover is fire, bro.
Get your ass back on this. Get your ass back on the stream. We're gonna duke it out right now.
I'll fight for Bartel.
That Bartel cover is fire.
Oh my god.
I'm with them.
Yeah, this supposed to be a bad week, bro. Because
you know what? No, I'm not gonna lie. I actually do like that Momoko Beta Ray Bill cover too.
That is.
Oh wait,
that's
not this. Is that this week?
That's not this week. No. That's
okay. Yeah. So never mind.
FOC. Yeah.
Yeah, it's FOC. So yeah, but that Bartel cover is fire.
Buddy, that Static Season 1 issue 2 is fire, bro.
All right. Well, Let's see. Okay, so last one we got on our new comic book day picks. This one's pretty simple. We'll keep relatively short with this. White #1, the second print. Yeah, if you can grab a hold of it, I think that I believe there's not going to be a whole lot of copies of this one out there either. I think it's only supposed to be like 4,000 or something like that on it, but I could be wrong.
Me?
Yeah, man. Here we go again, man. Here we go again.
I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
I'll wait for the fourth printing.
But
man,
yeah, like who knows? It's going to be interesting to see if it shows up at all the stores or not. But if you see it, yeah, it's probably definitely worth grabbing one because fuck.
I know. Honestly, if this one's limited as well, I absolutely have to win that You Promised Me Comics contest because otherwise I would.
Right,
that was a cheap plug, but I'm serious. You know what I mean? Like, damn.
Like White #1 is the hardest comic of the year to get a hold of. It seems like so far.
Wow, I still don't get the logic. I don't.
But it's working because I want to read that.
Oh, okay. So no, yeah, there is no. Hopefully, there's no limited number on the second print. So cross your fingers for that one. So.
Okay, so look, serious question. I know a lot of people are talking so much about White 1, the first print, and it's a hard book to grab. Did anyone read the story? Because I haven't heard any reviews on the story. Literally.
No, yeah, they were
right.
Yeah, so Sparks and Carolyn, I think, said that or Sparks at least, I think, checked it out and said it was pretty good. So
good. Well, I'm gonna have to check out that review, man.
Right. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much all we got for you today. So we'll go ahead and let you guys get out of here and enjoy the rest of your night. We thank you guys for joining us, and of course, we thank Sparks and Carolyn for stopping by. Check them out over at YouPromisedMeComics, on YouTube. Check them out on IG and everything. Links are in the description. Of course, I got Keys and BC's links on there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yo, we did it. We did it again. See, like we said something. Now he's got to go record the review. He didn't have
right.
God damn, we put him on the spot.
But hey, at least we'll get a good review out of it. So
there you go.
Content.
But yeah, definitely we appreciate those guys for joining us, and we thank all of you guys for coming and hanging out with us tonight. And yeah, definitely stay tuned for more details about the Stray Dogs art contest. We're gonna get those out coming here soon.
Nice.
And we'll see some of you guys tomorrow night. Me and BC, I think, are gonna be over on Newbie Show. We're gonna be joined by Sith Lordly over there, I believe.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be a party.
Yep. Keys gonna be back here with us again next week, of course.
Damn straight.
Always. So until then, we'll see you guys next week. Later.
Bye.